There we go. That's good enough. Yep, that's good enough on my end. Alright. Good shit. Now we're just waiting for Carrie to come on up. Players, make sure you have on both your hertz and input displays, as those are necessary for play. Oh, there's Curie. Alright, I see him now. Good shit. That's what I like to see. Alright, there he is. Alright, let me... Both players are here and are... Stencil ready. Oh, I'm a little bit quiet. My bad. Is this better? I think my audio was down a little bit. There we go. Alright, good. Yeah, my audio was... Why was my audio down? That's weird. I don't know why. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. Also, let me put out the go live message since I'm restreaming. Cause like, gotta do that. Alright, Curie just doing a little bit of gas 29 practice, you know what I'm saying? That's what we like to see. Their PB like 20 lines or something. Get y'all a starting seat. It's gonna be A2 7B A2. Wait, it's the same front and back. What the hell? I hope I don't get no repeating seeds or repeating pieces. Nah, I shouldn't do that. It only does that with like 0 zeros and shit. So I ain't gotta worry about that. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, once both players have sufficiently warmed up, we will begin game number 1. Oops. Let's see. Cobra has in the seed and is ready to go. And it looks like Kiri also has in the seed. Both players wishing each other good luck and to have fun. This should be a pretty interesting match. Should be a pretty interesting match, I think. All right, both players are ready. Let's get them going for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Cetris. So here on the left, we have Cobra starting off his season in Jazz League Division 2. Facing off against Curie. This is his, this will be his second match. Actually played Somalian the other day, and starting off with a couple of misdrops in the center of the board. It's not really what you want to see to start off the game. This is going to require a fair amount of burns to get out of. But it's nothing deadly. Yeah, I already played Somalian and won that 3 games to 2. So gonna be looking for another win here in this match. Try and start off on the right foot. Alright, looks like it's just gonna have to build on row 3, and it's gonna do just that. Cobra also digging a few lines up, but Curie gonna get that row 3 Tetris. Now up to 55k, Cobra at 96k, now 98k, of about 40,000 points. So about a 2 Tetris lead to start off. But Cobra with the much more comfortable start to the game. In terms of elo, players are pretty much the same around that 1680 mark, so it should be at least when it comes to elo odds, should be a pretty close match. But I haven't seen Curie play much DAS competition as of late, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles this season. 130 for him, 149 for Cobra, now 172. Cobra as well. It's taking a break from Das. I think the last time I saw him play was in the Space City. Or no, he played at Mega Dusters. But the last time I saw was in Space City, where he beat Meme of all people in 3 games to 2. It was a pretty cool match. Has that 1.2 PV. Cobra up now 219. Curie at 201. Gonna get that J all the way to the left side of the board. And adjust for the square on the right side. It's one of those adjustments I like to do. So starting off with the first half of the game. Both players looking for that mid 500 transition going into 19, as is tournament standard pace, as I like to call it. Usually want to go into 19 with like a 550 or so to get you on the right track for a max out. 311 here for Cobra, 292 for Curie. Has to compromise putting that Z on the left side of the board. So this will require a few burns to get out of. Gets a bar for the bar dependency. And now just needs a C or T to fill in that kind of chasm on the left side of the board. Gets neither. And it's actually going to set up dirty call up 3. Waiting out the bar. And gets it. Curie now clean on the board. 324. Cobra at 362. Going to experience a little bit of a slowdown here. Needs a T. How's the T's been set up? But it's not going to wait around for it. Just going to try and skim it off the top. Does just that. Now Cobra ready to score once again. Kind of a dependent board. Both players a little high up. But Curie going to get that Tetris down, lower down the stack. Now Cobra looking for his own bar. Was not able to use that last one. So far, taking necessary scams and gets rewarded with the Tetris up to 395. Curie at 400 has taken the real-time lead. And pace as well. Actually, no. Well, pace-wise, both players are basically tied. Curie's up by like maybe 4,000 points. See how both players handle the 19 speeds, as those are coming up in about 20 lines. We saw some 29 practice from Curie, so hopefully that transfers over to 19. We're going to get that Tetris up to 488. Curie at 471. Board is up high, but we'll be able to get that Tetris. Both players, 1 Tetris left before level 19, and Curie's going to go in first at 542. And Cobra going to go in at 557, so a slight pace advantage for Cobra going into 19. Curie's setting up for the column 8 Tetris, and it's going to be able to get it down. Meanwhile, Cobra just trying to set his board up, getting ready to score 19. Gets that ball all the way to the left. Goes into level 20 at 586. 593 for Curie. Close game here for both players. Cobra going to take that safety triple. Each Tetris players will exchange the lead. Alright, Cobra trying to uncover this hole and will with that square up to 599. Curie at 620. Mischief of that Z piece. And it's going to be done at 620. So Cobra's chased down at 621, but also has a fairly bad board as well. This may be a simul top out, and it will be. And Curie with that slight pace lead in the beginning of 19 will be good for game number 1. GG. Yeah, I saw that. That was, whew, that was hard. So So pretty similar on the 18 and kind of similar on the 19 as well. Kind of simul-top out there, but it was just Fury was able to pace just a little bit better on the 19. Now next seed will be B3. We're just gonna increment. Why am I getting pinged? Yeah, increment. Yeah, increment. We're just going increment. This ain't like CTM or CTL or nothing. We don't need to reroll. I trust y'all ain't using no like stack rabbit on the side or nothing like that. Come on now. Yeah, this ain't corporate Tetris. One sec. Alright, cool. This ain't corporate Tetris, bro. We ain't got no shareholders, no canines, none of that. See, I carry up 1 game to none. Gonna be looking to take this game number 2, which we will start as both players are ready. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Is Smash Cards happening later? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think players are some of the players are gonna be trying to do Ultimate Battle Golf. It's like $6 on Steam, and the best way I can describe it is it's basically Smash Cards Golf. That's basically how I describe it. So they just Smash Cards Golf. Like you get power ups, you try and like mess each other up while playing golf. I haven't played it yet, but I saw Mari and them play it, so that sounds like a pretty fun game. I'm gonna download it after my restreams here. Alright, nice adjustment with that J piece on the left side for Curie. In terms of the DAS League World, Cobra did play in Season 1 all the way back in mid-2024 and was in the top tier of that. Finished kind of low, so you know, just had to play the best of the best at the time. You know, it's hard playing the top of the game. But now playing here in Division 2 in Season 5. Alright, Carrier trying to wait out for an L piece, gets a bar instead, which will resolve the stack just a little bit better. Alright, uncovers the well and gets a Tetris up to 114. 138 for Cobra, now up to 161. We have 2 Tetris lead once again for Cobra to start us off. Meanwhile, Curie played in Season 2 in the 2nd division and ended up in the top 4. Unfortunately went out to Yelena, but had a deep run there, went 5-1 in their individual div, so definitely has the chops when it comes to DAS. Seems to be a little bit more consistent with DAS than in Open. Or not exactly sure what that is. Maybe the limits, you know, help them out. 233 here for Cobra, 188 for Curie. Gonna get that Tetris down. So both players here kind of making a return after quite a long hiatus. It's good to see them back. Good to see these players coming back playing DAS. And you know who else? You know, just imagine who else will come here. Kind of a bar hang there in column 4 for Curie. Was trying to go for the column 3 Tetris, but we'll be able to get that next one. The 259, 304 here for Cobra. And what a pace for both players to start. First half of 18. Both looking for around a 600 transition based on what we're seeing here. Curie here's looking to open the well. Now he's an S piece. Or T can also work. Gets the S piece first. takes some skims, and gets the Tetris down. Meanwhile, Cobra here, a little high up on the board, just needs a couple of pieces to knock this down. A bar would be very helpful here, but a J will do just the trick, and now the well is open. Cobra at 384, Curie at 337, so still trailing by about 2 Tetrises, effectively matching each other efficiency-wise since the start of the game. Although it looks like both players have started to slow down just a little bit, so probably not looking for that 600 anymore. Probably looking for that mid to high 500 going into 19. Having to make a hole in that stack. Up a little high, but we'll get that Tetris to lower it down. Up to 439. Curie at 367. It seems like Cobra is pushing down just a little bit, getting those push down points. Curie up here. Needs to get something on that left side. Gets the L piece. A good bowl setup, so chances of survival are high. Curie at 376, Cobra 487, but the line difference is about 8 lines. So even though this is about a 100,000 point lead, Curie behind in lines. That being said, Cobra still does have the pace lead though. Both players approaching transition and about 10 lines left. Cobra at 557 to Curie's 428. So now, yeah, this is definitely a real-time lead for Cobra. Can still get that 600 if you just can get this final Tetris. Well, Curie looking for a 500 going into 19. Alright, Cobra's gonna be able to get that 600. Going in at 603. Here, one more Tetris. Still looking for this last bar. Cobra kind of going all in here with this center well. Waiting for the bar. And it doesn't show up in time. It will be done at 605. Security at 524. Your chase down is 606. So you have about an 80,000 point chase down. And you have all the time in the world to do it. That being said, let's see how Curie decides to chase this down. What are you doing? Yeah, that was a little aggressive. That was a little, just a tiny bit aggressive. But you know, sometimes that works for some players. Yeah, chase down is 606. 606 is the chase down. Alright, Curie gonna get that Tetris there up to 595, so only about 10,000 points left to chase this down. It's probably just gonna get it in the next level at this point. Yep, Curie taking his time here. And with this triple, we'll be able to take game number 2. And it's now up 2 games to none. GG. Yeah, sometimes playing aggressive does work for some players. I do like to think sometimes players can play to their advantages. You know, some players are really good at pacing, so maybe they play to that advantage, and then they coast on 19 or something if they're not, you know, too confident in 19. Other players are super confident in their 19, so they can, you know, be a little bit more conservative on 18, just make sure they don't die. Me personally, I'm more of the latter, although I'm kind of mid at both. I like to just kind of survive, just hang around with players, see what they're doing. So Curie, looking like they're gonna just mulling this out to 29. Wait, I think, no, this is -1 burns for Max. Yeah, this is -1 burns, unfortunate. But we'll see. They were practicing that 29, so we'll see. what they can do in that 29. Maybe they can clutch out a max at the end. The next seed will be C4 when Curie has completed his game. Yeah, we did play Smash Cards a little earlier today, like during the afternoon, but like then I think Beam had to stream, and then Mari went to go do other things, and then I needed to go do other things as well, so I ended up leaving. Curie just gonna close this out. Can get a it's gonna be a mid 800 going into kill screen. Padding those stats, guys. Those stats that totally exist in Division 2. Alright, GG for Curie, up 863, solid game. I would like to make a... Oh, yeah, Cobra had topped out at 605, so your chase down was 606. But I respect it. Just playing it out, making sure that you won. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. You never want to just trust that the restreamer is right. Always, double check. Double check for yourself. So I respect it. Alright, both players are ready for game number 3. Curie up 2 games done, looking to sweep. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay. So after this match here, it will be Cobra sticking around for one more match, playing against Somalian. So Cobra going to be playing 2 matches today. Curie starting off with a pretty deep chasm in the middle of the board, needs a series of Z's and T's, and gets both to fill them in. Now just waiting out a bar to score that first Tetris of the game. Alright, good skims to open the well. And gets the bar of the Tetris. Cobra as well was waiting just a little bit there for that bar, so nice draw management for both players. 95k for Cobra, 74k for Curie. So about a 1 Tetris lead to start us off for Cobra. So the story has seemed to have been Cobra outpacing Curie to in the 18, but just needs to get a handle on the 19 speeds to challenge Curie. Nice triple there to lower down the stack. And Curie waiting for a bar, but is not going to be able to get it, and now is in a little bit of a situation up high, but is able to get a bar there. Get a lovely triple, and now the well is open and ready to score. And Will with that Tetris. Up to 113. Cobra at 175. Now 3 Tetrises in the lead. Curie just not afraid of these setups. These more creative setups. Cobra with the more tournament standard way of stacking, which is good. As it's currently ahead, so maybe there is some merit to that. A little bit of a hiccup. Alright, nice C tuck setup for Curie. We'll be able to get that Tetris. Oh no, Cobra's gonna hang that T on the right side, and there's nothing he's gonna be able to do. He's gonna be done at 224, and Curie at 229. We'll be good for game number 3 and the set. GG's. Unfortunate way to die there. Yeah, just not your day in this set. I think we ended a little early, so I mean, if you need to take like 5 minutes or something, you want, you know what I'm saying, you want to get yourself like a drink of water, maybe go like pace around a little bit, pace around like the room or something. Then like go for it. I'll end up pinging Somalian in like 5 minutes, unless he's around like right now. Then we can start. But yeah. Had your record before you get free mugged. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. He went 0-5 last season, so I mean, I guess he deserves to be here, right? I don't know, man. Um, but the upside to that, the upside to all this is that there are 2 auto promo spots since the divisions were so big this time, so we don't have to worry about that. So like even if you get second place, you'll still go up to Division 1. And then third place can still play in a promotion playoff. So yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about that, even if that matchup is kind of cooked. Even if that matchup is kind of cooked, like I can't even. Yeah, it's 2 auto promotions, and then third is playoff. Since the divisions ended up, the divisions ended up being really big. I wasn't expecting like 14 signups in Division 2. But hey, people like DAS, and apparently people that are really good at DAS like to play DAS, so there's that. So yeah, you only really need second place to move up. First place is kind of just bragging rights. Like there's no champion summit. Maybe I can make something like that if like there's just a bunch of people in like Division 5 who are like 1.2 players for some reason, then maybe I could do that. But like even then, I would need like separate divisions or subdivisions to do that. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you play, consistent, at least the way I usually see you play in a comp, you should be pretty comfortable. Of course, it always comes down to actually playing the games, but I think I had you down, at least for me personally, as having a good shot. Shuichi, to my knowledge, at least whenever I see him play, it's kind of weird. He's not very I can't really place him down. I can't really like place him down like where he is skill wise, because sometimes he'll be really good, and then other times he'll be like mid. Other times he'll just have bad days. The only thing I can really say about Shuichi is usually whenever I watch him play, he'll have a dirty board, like he'll be digging, but he'll have pace. So like I don't get how that works. So like I don't really understand how that works, but yeah, I don't know. Hello, Somalian. Oh, Cobra gonna hang that bar there. That was a good 19-star pace. So yeah, let me fix this. Let me fix the senior. Oops, hang on, that's the wrong thing. Give you like 5 minutes. All right, I'll switch over to the. I'm gonna switch over to the upcoming match scene then, since we're just waiting. Yeah, I'll just switch over to here. Just kind of. Yeah, I'll just switch here, and then we can just kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? All right, Somalian should be Le Captain RRR. I don't think Somalian doesn't have an alt. He don't got no alt, so we ain't gotta worry about that. What the heck is it doing? There we go. Much better. You don't early shift on 19. Yeah. Yeah, no, your 18 is, like, fairly good. You just gotta get down the 19 control. Maybe take it a little, maybe take it just a little safer. You know, play a little lower on the board. I try to tell people all the time, like, you know, you don't have to play up super high. It's okay to take burns. It's okay to, you know, it's even okay to not, like, get max outs in matches. Like, 800 Ks are solid scores. I was looking at like the DAS stats and looking at like what a typical like top 20 game like median game is, and it's like 810K in the kill screen. It's like 810. Like 800 is solid score, and you don't have to do a whole lot to get 800. Especially if your PV is above like a 1 point, like a mid 1.1, you could probably get 800 in a comp game. Just pace a little bit on 18, coast on 19. Now